Imagine you've been living in the same house for 9 years. You lock your doors every night and a full security system where you feel safe. Then one day someone walks up and slips a note under your door, a tiny 732-byte note, and suddenly they own your house and your keys. That's exactly what happened to every Linux machine on the planet last week, and the scariest part is the backdoor was already there since 2017 that nobody noticed. This is CVE-2026-31431, nicknamed as copy.fail, and yes, it's as bad as it sounds. Linux has a file called SU. Think of it as the master key to your system. Whoever controls that file controls everything like root access, admin privileges. Now normally, regular users can't touch that SU file. It's read-only, locked and protected by the kernel itself. But copy.fail breaks that rule completely. A regular, unprivileged user, someone with 0 special permissions, can silently write into that file's memory, flip the master key, and walk straight into root access. Without any password, without any special tools, just a tiny Python script and about 3 seconds of patience. Linux has a built-in encryption engine, basically an internal math engine that handles encryption. Part of it is exposed to regular users through something called the AF_ALG interface. Think of it like a public window into the kernel's crypto lab. Inside that lab, there's a specific algorithm called authentication. Its job involves sequence numbers for encrypted data. During its operation, it needs to write 4 bytes of scratch data, which is basically a post-it note into what it thinks is a safe output buffer. But here's where it goes wrong. Because of a bug introduced in 2017, that output buffer can accidentally point into the page cache, which is the in-memory version of files your system is currently using, including read-only files, SU. So authentication writes its innocent little post-it note directly into the master key file. In memory, no disk write, no permission check, no alarm, and just like that, root. Now here's what makes this story genuinely different from every other Linux CVE you've read about. This bug wasn't found by a seasoned kernel researcher spending months digging through commit history. It was found by an AI agent in roughly 1 hour of scan time. The researchers gave a single prompt to an AI agent, something along the lines of, the splice function might be delivering read-only page cache references into crypto output buffers. Go and investigate. Within just 1 hour, the vulnerability was identified, fully analyzed, and an exploit was developed, enabling universal Linux privilege escalation. This class of vulnerability used to sell on the gray market for anywhere between $10,000 and $7 million. The AI found it free of cost. That should make every security team on Earth slightly uncomfortable. Every mainstream Linux distribution running a kernel built since 2017, Ubuntu, Debian, Red Hat, Amazon Linux, SUSE, Arch, and Fedora. The one exception, Ubuntu 26.04. New enough kernel is not affected. Now the good news is, this is not remotely exploitable. An attacker needs to already be on your machine. A local user account, an SSH session, a compromised web app, something that gives them a foothold first. Then this script does the rest. So if your personal Linux laptop sitting at home, then there is lower risk. But if a Linux server running shared workloads or containers, update it right now. Now before you start worrying, be relaxed, because fixing this is actually very straightforward. For Debian and Ubuntu-based systems, type this in your terminal and hit enter. This will update your system and make sure all the latest security fixes are installed. If you're on Red Hat, Fedora, or Alma Linux, just run this command. This will update your system and install the latest security patches. Now last but not the least, which is most users' favorite distro, Arch. Simply run this command and then reboot. That's it. If patches aren't available yet for your distro, there's a temporary mitigation. Disable the aljif_ae add kernel moduli and simply run this command. This doesn't break your encryption, SSH, or OpenSSL. It just closes the specific window copy.fail uses to get in. Copy.fail is a reminder of something important. Security isn't just about what attackers can do today. It's about what they'll be able to do tomorrow, especially when AI can now find kernel-grade vulnerabilities in the time it takes you to eat lunch. The bug was quiet for 9 years, hidden inside code that thousands of engineers had reviewed, and it took an AI, not a decade of research to surface it. Patch your systems, audit your access, and maybe stop assuming that because something has been there for years, it must be safe. And that's copy.fail. I'll see you in the next one.